In the unpredictable realm of the Big 12, only resilience separates success from defeat.
I would expect them to have a couple more wins than they do. Their last game, they almost stole a couple from their last game. I think it was Baylor. Like, they were in that until the last couple minutes. So I think they're a team. I would expect them to get at least 2 to 3 wins before the season.
Let's hope so.
I hope they could. They're capable.
Looking at their talent, they are no different than the Kansases. They are no different than the Colorado. They're no BYU's. Like, ain't no like. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the coaches. I'm personally looking at y'all because I'm looking at y'all rosters. Y'all don't have no babies on your team. I'm seeing transfer.
Well, I think,
and then you got one that stayed. Then you got one that like you got to be able to make some. Y'all done brought some.
I think the continuity, people don't give continuity enough value. You got all these transfers coming in. I don't know, you'd only been with each other for so long. So if they could keep, I don't know how many, somebody could stay. They get 3 or 4 girls and keep your core together and then hit that portal and see if you could make some changes. But continuity is important. Your other teams you just named has a little bit more continuity. Those girls know each other.
No, Cincinnati don't got more. I can name you a few that ain't got no more. BYU starting over too. They're starting.
Well, but that coach was the same. He was on the bench. He was there as the coach. He was the assistant that got promoted. But we're gonna talk about Arizona next. And let's get it. Let's get into Arizona. They're 1-8. And I'm watching Arizona play, and they scrappy and fighting, trying to get a victory. They fighting over there at Arizona, boy. I like how they fight. We had them at the bottom, so they're one higher than what they're right where we said they were gonna be. But when I watch them, to me, you're playing hard. You're not getting blown out. They just lost to Arizona State last night in the in-state rivalry game by 1-2, something like that. So, I mean, they were there. And that's a team full of mid-majors. So, Arizona is where we thought they would be.
But like we said, the whole Big 12 is a gamble in general. Like, in general, everybody playing scrap, everybody playing hard. Every game has come down to at least, there has been a few that, people have, got their little 20-point victory, 10-point victory. But a lot of the games have been down to 1 to 5, 1 to 6 points loss. Like, that's just the Big 12 in general. There's nobody out here just blowing folk out every single game. So the scrappiness, I feel like you could say that about a lot of teams. We're gonna have to eliminate scrappy. I need y'all to give me more than just scrappy. They're the Big 12. There needs to be a little more something. Like, I just feel like everybody is this bottom half. They should be over here brawling because all of them are damn near the same. Like,
well, Q, I said the coach, she got in there late, right? She got in there. The staff was late. She put her staff together late. She's a winner. I'm telling you, Nick, in the next couple of years, let's give them a pass too, because I think that the Arizona, if they could they got a good coach and they got a good staff. I like Ashley and them over there, and I do like that coach. She's a winner. She came from Buffalo, and she's won a championship. So let's give Arizona a flag. I mean, a pass. I keep saying flag, but let's give them a pass because they'll get there. I'm hoping that they do. I like Arizona.
I don't know too much about them. I just think everybody's scrappy, so we can't be scrappy no more. Everybody's scrappy. Everybody wants.
Okay. We done covered the whole Big 12 pretty quick, man. Y'all been rolling, man. So let's land the plane and talk and see who you think is gonna win the tournament and how far they will go. That's just your own personal opinion, each and every, both Q or Ash, and then I'll tell where I think that Big 12, who's going to win it, and then how far they may go in the NC2A tournament if they get in the right region.
I think the best thing about the Big 12 this year is that it's so interchangeable. So it's kind of hard to pick one, if we're being honest. If I had to pick one, I don't know. I'm between Baylor and TCU to win it all. But yeah, I think that's the best thing. And what's been so fun to watch is like, you can look at a game and be like, oh yeah, that's who's going to win. And you look at the score after the game and you're like, whoa, like what happened? Like, oh, I missed a good game that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
And I think that's super fun. So I'll go Baylor. I like Baylor. So I'm going to go Baylor to win it all.
By you saying that, last night was a good game. Arizona State and Arizona was a great game. They were battling out there. Just to piggyback on what you said about, whoa, I missed a good game. That was a good game last night. So what about you, Q?
That is a hard one. I'm gonna pull TCU just because I do believe Mark can coach his butt off. Unfortunate, like, he got the players, and he could really coach very well, and he coached himself out of a lot of games that he could, potentially lose. Like, I feel like the game when we went to go see Oklahoma State, he coached the heck out of that game, because that game went down to the last like 4 minutes of the game, and it was just good coaching at the end of the day. So I will go TCU for that one, and winning it all. I think they could, for as far as they'll go in like March Madness, that's kind of hard, just because it honestly depends on which which division they get to go. Because if they're not going into like I don't know about the division. I don't know. Until I know division, I can't really tell you how well they're going to do in March Madness. I think that definitely plays a part. Your division plays a heavy part of how far you.
Yeah, I think the region is going to be, if TCU wins the Big 12, that means they get to stay home, and then they get to host their games. Then they get to go to Fort Worth, and the regionals are here in Fort Worth. That's an asset for them.